Guys, welcome back to the channel. Davis of Flash Trades here, and I had to come back with one of the videos that you guys seem to like the most when I react to people crashing out and having trading losses, but this is a educational experience. So with these videos, it is not financial advice, obviously, but I do like to add in my pieces or anything that I see where I might be able to share things that have happened to me that are similar, or share some tips to prevent that from happening, or things of that nature I like to do, but not financial advice, just for entertainment. And this is actually the margin call channel that has this video. So go ahead and give their channel a subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and like that video as well. We are still in Bangkok, Thailand, as you guys know already if you've been watching my last few videos. Got some payouts on the way from Apex, so I will be documenting that as well. I just recorded the last one where I did pass that payout threshold, so we're waiting on that, and then I have some other accounts that are close, but let's get into it.
I wish I never started trading, bro. I wish I was just able to be happy with a regular job and just do regular stuff and just live my life, dude. Or I wish I just...
Day trading isn't just risky, it's violent.
Ain't that the truth?
No.
Today, you're watching real traders break live on camera.
Oh my god. Okay, stop that again. Holy shit.
Perfect setups destroyed. Months of preparation useless. And pay close attention to the final clip. One trader misses the easiest setup of his life, and his reaction shows exactly what happens when logic dies and pure panic takes over. NASDAQ, October 28th. The market is pushing fresh all-time highs.
So today, the game plan is essentially just go with the flow. Because we're at all-time highs. This is what I said. Today's morning game plan is basically just go with the flow. We are at all-time highs and seeing insane buying pressure with no levels of resistance to target off of or go against.
Corey steps in. He's got a bearish bias and a read that looks dead on.
My bias is slightly short, at least.
Don't mean to stop it already, but I do like how this guy has a pre-planned analysis for the trading session, and trades similar to me. The Dow, which is what I trade, kind of somewhat similar to how NASDAQ moves, but obviously still has their own nuances. But he did specify that it is near all-time highs, and that's when I am also cautious with the Dow, and I've been trading gold a little bit more so. So let's see what he does here.
Not biased, but maybe my preference. I would like to be more short because we do have this gap all the way down here that if the market really wanted to, we could see a monster down day, go and fill that gap, or at least go and retest that gap before any other moves higher.
But then he gets stopped out.
Okay, stopped out. Oh, that was stupid. That was stupid. All right, small loss. We move.
Instead of walking away, emotion takes the wheel. He sizes up.
I'm definitely just acting off of a little bit of emotion here. It also doesn't help that I'm trading on bigger size today, so I'm like...
What should have been a calculated session turns into an absolute bloodbath.
On a day where I'm trading bigger size, it always happens that way. You size up and that's when you fucking take 6 losses in a row. It's crazy.
Most guys quit after the first hit, not Corey. This is where his discipline completely unravels.
Yeah, I moved my stop loss a little bit there. Now it's really going. Oh no.
All right, I mean... I'm sorry, but yeah, so I guess his analysis in his Discord group was that he has a bearish bias, and then after his first bearish loss, he's now switched to being bullish, and then is also increasing size, even though he's saying to be cautious of the market. So that's interesting. Maybe he had some other reasoning for it. I see he has these levels, so perhaps he is like a range trader, to where that would make sense. But yeah, let's continue here.
Oh, do I rebuy? I think I gotta rebuy.
In this next clip, you're gonna watch a trader who had the perfect read and still walked away with absolutely nothing. March 2026, geopolitical chaos. Gold is collapsing.
So there's a lot of pressure coming from bears, right? Especially together with all of the political tension that we have going on in the world. There is a flow of money going into risk-off assets. Now, we do see gold is dropping, which is one of the risk-off assets.
And Dovey, he's in the trenches, fighting absolute chop on the NASDAQ and US 30. He admits he's forcing setups, tilting.
I'm really, at the moment that as I'm looking at the charts, I'm really forcing setups. It's definitely not some of these setups that are like, I'm fucking forcing.
So guys, I want to chime in here because this is one thing that I noticed when I was starting out as well. I'm not sure how long he's been trading, but the more symbols that you're watching, in some cases you will just get like analysis paralysis, and it will be tough to figure out what exactly is going on. So he's got 3 things that he's watching. He has to watch essentially every candle. I mean, you can still have alerts, like I'll have alerts. You'll have, I'm sure he has maybe some other charts that have some other indicators or markings on them to tell him what's going on. But the more you guys have, especially if you're starting, I think it's honestly a lot easier. Like, I've been trading the Dow by itself for at least 2 years, and I only recently added gold, but I have a system to where I can watch both, and then I'm usually prioritizing one over the other, but I'll still have both up with alerts so I don't miss anything. But kind of like he just said here, if you have all 3 of these, things aren't working out, your brain just starts making things happen. So that's interesting that he is doing that. It's not impossible. I know a lot of traders prefer to have different symbols so they can catch something each day, but for me, I think three would be too many for me. I think 2 is a good amount, just having 2 side by side to be able to see that and trade that way. So
I'm not gonna lie. Oh shit.
And then comes the ultimate slap in the face. The one god tier trade that would have saved his entire session prints the exact second he closes his position.
ooh,
I really don't like this. Okay, I'm putting my stops at break even, bro. I don't care. My stops are at break even. That's it. I'm at break even. I entered the trade. You cannot call me pussy, bro. I'm in the fucking trade. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. Okay, I got stopped out of break even. Yo, bro, this was so stupid. This was so stupid, bro. This was.
oh no.
No.
Made like 7R there.
No, bro. No. No, bro. No. Bro, this would have been like 25 grand. No.
Being right too early. That is the single most brutal pain in trading. We've all tasted it.
That was a 4,000 stop loss. This tiny bit right here where I entered, this tiny bit was $4,000. That would have been 3.5 risk to reward. Ah, fuck this shit.
But this next clip, it gets darker because this trader stopped fighting the market and started fighting himself. On October 27, 2025, Diego Barrera uploaded one of the most honest videos of his trading journey.
I don't know if I can continue trading because I genuinely have a degeneracy problem. I have a gambling addiction. I am addicted to gambling. There's something wrong with my brain.
Openly admitting mid-session that there were no quality setups available while continuing to place trades anyway.
I could have at one point I gambled enough to get back to down only $100 on the day. I could have just stepped away, $100, who cares? We always do this every single time. I always do this. I bring myself down $1,000 because I can't stop just because $100. $100. My first trade was only a $200 loss. I could have just stepped away on a no news Monday with FMC.
All right, so his first trade was a $200 loss, and his realized plus and loss is currently at 829. So if you guys see that there, all right.
This week we have interest rates, all this crap that's going on that I know better than the market's gonna be trash. Market's been trash. I don't even have enough volatility to make back my money. There's like 0 chance. I have to get so ridiculously lucky for it to come all the way down here. It's not even funny.
What started as a small, manageable loss kept growing.
There's just something wrong with me that's like, I know what to do, and I know I can succeed. That's the only reason I've even still been doing this for so long. I've been trying this for so long, is because I believe that I can do it, but I prove to myself time and time again that I cannot handle losing money. I can't handle not trading. I can't handle the process. I'm not good enough for this. There's something wrong with me.
And by the end, Diego was questioning everything, including whether trading was something he could keep doing.
I genuinely just want this to be over, bro. I just want it to be over. I don't want, like, I wish I never started trading. I really do. I really wish I never started trading because it's not possible for me to quit. I'm that addicted. I can't quit. I won't quit.
Bro, I will say a lot of these feelings that he's having, I've actually experienced when I trade lower time frames. So if I get down to if I'm actually executing on basically between like the 5 minute and under, you just start seeing so many setups. So then you like never know if you're right or wrong. And at that point, it's just basically putting on any trade because every candle looks like it could be a winner. I think, because I watch them sometimes, and that's, I think, in some cases, what might be happening is just, I alleviated this by just trading. I make my decisions based on what the 30-minute candle or the 1 hour candle are looking like. I'll monitor my trade on lower time frames, like 15-minute and below, but I'm never actually executing on these time frames because you just get these up, down, like these whipsaws. They're not strong signals. Like the higher up time frames you go, the stronger the signal is. So if you look at the daily, if the daily's bullish, then you would anticipate, like, you would want to get in on bulls. But when you're looking at these ones, like, even if this is bullish, because it's such a low time frame, these small minute movements become accounts blown for no reason. So I think that's what in this case, that's when like addiction, because even when I was doing that, like the lower time frames, you get addicted because everything's moving so fast and it just feels like you have to do something or you have to get it back, especially if you lose. It feels great to win on these small time frames, but I had to stop that as well because it is just like a mind trip. We won't curse, but it is a mind trip just doing. I know a lot of people trade like this too. Like a lot of people trade lower time frames, but I could not do it. So I go 30-minute and above, and that I literally am just relaxed, just trading my system, get in, get out. And it also makes it to where you're not taking as many trades because you have to wait for the candles to play out. So, all right, let's move on.
I wish I never found out about this. I wish I never saw people making money doing this. I wish I never tried. I genuinely wish I never tried. I have so much more potential in life than this. Dude, anyone that's trying to get, like, I genuinely wish I never started trading, bro. I wish I just never started. I wish I was just able to be happy with a regular job and just do regular stuff and just live my life, dude. Or I wish I just, honestly, dude, yeah, careful what you wish for. I wish I just...
If you want to build the kind of discipline that stops a session like Diego's from spiraling, stop guessing. TradingView is the exact platform the pros use to analyze the markets and survive the bloodbath. Want to trade with actual confidence? Grab a 30-day free trial using the link in the description. The next clip shows what happens when it is not emotion, but one single news event that destroys everything in seconds. On August 30th, 2023, Don Vo entered a carefully planned short position on gold around the 1918 level.
Target is gonna be down here at 1910. But yeah, that's the trade we got into. Okay, so my entry is 1918.67 on a dot. Break-even point will be probably here, chat. It'll probably be 1917. What was my entry? 18.67. Stop loss will likely be, or break-even will likely be this point right here.
Walking his audience through every detail of the trade right before the 10 a.m. news event.
These are like your two scenarios for news, right? So first scenario for news is, again, bottom wick and a continued drive. But bottom wick, if it happens, it's going to be tapping into 1915 into the zone here. Scenario number two is close probably with no top wick here. There's 1 hour candle, news just comes down, or news does something like this. Comes up, top wick, and once it flips bearish, that bearish flip will be then your break-even point, but the top wick is what you gotta survive, right? So the question is, where's the top gonna be?
The market moved in the exact opposite direction the moment the news dropped.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Oh, wow, the countdown.
6, 5,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Oh my god, bro.
Will you flip? 1 hour has no top wick.
Yo.
If it flips, then you should be good for runners. I'll move my TP down way below where it is. If it breaks the highs though, then there's a high chance you're just gonna continue to drive further up and hit stops.
And the damage it caused was almost impossible to believe.
Yeah, stops got hit. Yeah, so we got stopped out here, chat, for 111 pips. Yes, the stops got hit for 111 pips. We broke the high.
Okay, bro lost 35,000. Okay. It printed a massive green bar in like 1 second. Let me know if you guys trade news. I do for evals, but I honestly don't even really like to trade NY session anymore. I just trade Asian and London session just because I don't even have to deal with that shit. Because, I mean, even if you're in a solid trade, this can just come up. Like, let's say you were in bears, you already entered at a good spot, and maybe you entered at the start of this red candle right here. So you're in bears, looking good, like, oh yeah, the news could be a continuation. Boom, stop hit, everything's just completely cooked. Or you could have just been in that same type of trade if you saw it in London or Asian session, and you wouldn't have to be guessing or lose any of your edge. That's what I consider it. You're losing probability when news hits. So if it's a eval, okay, sure. If you want to start gambling and lowering your probability to closer to 50%, 40%, but if you're trying to make a consistent money trading, avoiding doing that is a lot better, because then your edge is all data points uh, that you actually have control of. All right.
Guys, we can't really do much here.
What would we have done at that moment? Most people would not have had the composure to even review the trade. The next clip shows a trader who lost something far smaller, but in a way that cut just as deep. On June 4th, 2026, Lorenzo entered a long position on the NASDAQ after identifying what looked like a textbook setup across multiple time frames, with his bullish bias confirmed on the 3-minute chart.
Around 3 minutes, if this inverse is a 3-minute, we'll probably go buy this. Yeah, let's buy it. That's like perfect. Honestly, that's like perfect. We're gonna take that. All right, we're gonna trade. That was fast.
The trade was removed before he even realized what had happened.
I don't know what just happened, but it literally stopped me out or something, because I'm out of the trade. And I don't know what happened, bro, because I literally didn't do anything. What the heck, bro?
And what he discovered when he checked the account made it even harder to accept.
I can't trade anymore, I just realized, because apparently I'm like $12 under the eval, so I breached the account, blew the account. Gonna have to buy another eval. Probably buy one on Monday. That really sucks.
$15. That is the margin between keeping the account and losing it all. The next clip shows a trader who handled a painful loss in a way that...
Wait, I'm confused. So he just didn't know what his daily loss limit was? Or like, I mean, that's pretty avoidable, I guess. I don't really get that one. It seems like he put on a trade and his stop loss was far below where his account could handle based on how much drawdown he had left. So I mean, I guess that's a bad one. It's not. I wouldn't consider that a bad one. I'd consider that that's probably the most avoidable one we've seen so far. So.
That most people in that situation never manage. In May 2025, a young trader shared an honest recap after a losing session on the NASDAQ.
Coming back at you guys with another trade recap today. I took one loss. I'm down around $1,900.
His higher time frame analysis was bullish, but lower time frame signals, they told a completely different story.
So coming into market open, on the higher time frame, I was bullish, but on the lower time frame, I wanted to see us come and tap into this inverse fair value gap.
The trade failed, but rather than spiral, he sat down and pulled 2 clear lessons from what went wrong.
But unfortunately, we got stopped out. So things we can learn from this trade, and things that I can learn, is taking a trade early on at market open, like at 7:30, way less chances of the trade actually playing out. Even if, so, 1, be more patient at market open, wait for market structure to form, and 2, because this is an internal model, I should have just been targeting internal sell side. I should have just been targeting this London low right here. Now, keep in mind, my RR would have been shit. So if I wanted to target this London low, I should have never taken the trade.
So I want to just I want to review this, because when people review losses, you can just have completely different takeaways. Like, another one of his takeaways could have been, oh, I should have gone for a 1-to-1 RR, because it looks like he would have been able to achieve that. Or I should have taken partials at 1-to-1. So taken out of 4 contracts, taken 3 contracts off, and let 1 contract run, but put your stops at break even. But again, I think it just kind of depends on what his trading strategy was. So if he trades to where you're doing 3-to-1, maybe that's just not possible for him. But I think basing the time of the trade, like using that to base to determine like whether it was a good trade or not, just off of one trade, I don't know if that's going to be a valuable takeaway. Maybe, but I think it more so is just based on yeah, it's just going to be trade to trade. There's not really too much else I can say there without seeing like his actual analysis. So I would just say like there's different takeaways based on what your actual goals are. But for me, this would have been, I mean, I would just have taken off. I usually will take partials is how I avoid just having profit and then just going deep into negative like that. So interesting.
So if I wanted to target this London low, I should have never taken the trade.
That makes clip shows what happens when missing the first planned entry leads to a decision that makes everything worse. On June 8th, 2026, after a massive overnight move of nearly 600 points on the NASDAQ.
Today I was kind of coming in more cautious simply because we had made a move overnight over 600, 700 points.
This trader came in with a clear bearish plan.
So when I seen this, I got up this morning, saw this, and I saw we had a good reaction down. I'm like, okay, I'm only targeting shorts, right? And we had draws lower, London low, previous day low, so I'm only targeting shorts.
He spotted what he believed was his best setup of the session before missing the entry entirely.
So I go ahead and want to show y'all the first trade that I missed. So it was in this leg right here, this 1 minute, but it was actually a 30-second. So as y'all see, go to my 30-second. It was this candle right here, and I was waiting for this next candle right here to inverse down here at 85. But as you see, we kind of just chopped, and then this next.
All right, guys, I gotta ask, like, when we're using these like 30-second, 5-second, 1 millisecond time frames, like, how are you guys just not looking away from the chart, or like, how are we? Yeah, he missed this move, so like, what, he checked his phone for 30 seconds and missed it? Like, I don't understand how. Like I said, I'll base my entries off the 30-minute formation or the last 10 minutes of a candle, if depending on how it's forming. But I don't get how. Maybe that's why I don't do the lower time frames. If you guys want to comment down below how that works, but I mean, like, how are we managing anything that way? That's maybe I'm just out of the loop, but yeah, that's. Hey guys, I had to go to the bathroom and I missed my 30-second window of the day to take a valid trade setup, I guess. I don't know. Interesting.
Candle, boom, and then took out all my draws, right? So that was my first trade that I missed, and I was gonna take that, but I missed it, right?
What he did next is the part that every trader watching this will recognize immediately.
Like, once I miss my first trade, just gotta get off the charts, because if nothing good ever happens to it, I try to FOMO in, try to, just get a trade, get an entry, and make some money, and that shit fucks me every single time. So
these were real sessions, real accounts, and real traders showing the side of this game that most people never put on camera. The losses hurt, but what made each clip worth watching was the moment right after when the reaction revealed exactly who these traders really are. But if you think these sessions were painful, the next video takes things to a completely different level. So click on this video right here to watch the most.
All right, guys, I appreciate you watching. I hope any of my feedback or any of my commentary as those were going on helped you guys out. Again, educational purposes only. We can have a good laugh about it, but obviously all of us have experienced similar things in our trading before. That's just the name of the game, and that's how we learn and get better. Feel free to drop a comment if anything like this has happened to you before, or any of my comments were helpful to you. Subscribe to the channel, and have a good one, guys.